I don't know. My dad started teaching me how to cook when I was 6, and my great-grandmother taught me to bake when I would visit her in the summer, and it just kind of evolved from there. Cooking makes me happy. It's a great way to relax. I made mini brownies earlier. And then tomorrow, we are making a 6-tiered red velvet cake with chocolate ganache. Like I said, I'm doing a fundraising stream tomorrow, so I'm making a massive wedding cake, and then we're going to cook some little things while the cake is baking. Yes, family did have a big hand in that. And I figured, well, my dad wanted to teach one of his kids to cook, and my other 3 siblings that lived with me weren't really interested in cooking. One couldn't be bothered, one was accident prone, and the other one just never got the hang of it. And I like food, so it makes sense that if you like eating, you should learn how to cook because eating and cooking go hand in hand. Plus, that's how I show people I love them. It's my love language. I feed people I like. I think the biggest way to insult me is if I invite you over for dinner and I tell you that I'm inviting you over for dinner, the fastest way not to get invited back is there was one person I knew who I invited them over a couple of times. Every time I told them, I was cooking and I even found out what they liked to eat and, like deliberately cooked something that I knew they would want to eat. And each time they came over, they're like, "Oh, I got Carl's Jr. on the way," or something. And I'm like, "That's just rude." I was very, very upset with that person. It's bad manners if you're invited over for dinner to show up and be like, "Oh, I got myself food on the way." Yeah, they actually did that. And I'm like, "Why?" I'm proud of my cooking. I went out of my way to actually make something that I knew they would like because, I get it. They said they were a picky eater. So I, tried to, accommodate the pickiness. They brought fast food. Yes, they did. I think what was it? I don't think it was Carl's Jr. It was Jack in a Box one time and Dick's Burgers another time. And I was like, I get that you're 19, but your mother should have taught you better manners than that. I was raised on the old school, if you go over to somebody's house for dinner, you offer to help with the dishes, you should bring usually it's a bottle of wine or something to the dinner. Like for me, it's usually a bottle of like champagne or like a bottle of this stuff as a gift for the host. I don't know. I guess I was raised on very fey rules of courtesy. It's an old school rule. You should always be, I don't know, it's just old traditions, I think. Then again, growing up, I think for a very long time there, my mom